It was the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out of the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, no dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane flew, when they met with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the curses they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkle I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my hand and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound, etc, etc, etc. Finally my game has loaded, and welcome everyone. Merry Christmas! And once again I had a stupid idea, because how am I supposed to drink my water with this stupid beard on my face? It's not gonna work, is it? Just and it's warm as well. Merry Christmas everyone! Here in Sweden and in many other countries, this is the night when everything happens. It truly is. I mean, we're playing on the new wonderful version of the Great Steppe. So, thank you, Matt. I didn't complete the poem, and that would be a horrible idea to complete it, even because it ends with and good night and Merry Christmas everyone. And of course it's a good evening at least, but it's not good night. We have a couple of hours in front of us, and we're gonna do some hauling on Great Steppe for 136, and we are hauling on most of the new roads on 136 tonight. Yes, Perry, it's really that hot, mainly because I have a lamp there, and down there as well. So this room is pretty hot. So yeah, I hope the sound is okay. I hope the camera looks okay. I think it does. As I mentioned earlier today, I got the sound working just 30 seconds or so before we started that stream, and then I spent some time trying to figure out why the camera wouldn't work on my streaming PC. It crashed frequently, but now it's been on for about an hour with no crashes, so I think it's gonna work. And I need to adjust the lights a little bit on it as well. I'm gonna tweak that, but I didn't have time to do that before this stream. I'm too red. Yeah. I'm gonna blame all the alcohol I didn't drink. Anyway, we're gonna haul in a Mars 6422 today. This one. It's a decent truck, and I had to do something Russian for this. There she is. In the shadows even. Let me get her out. She doesn't sound all too authentic, does she? Now you can see her better. She is a beauty, isn't she? Street Food Nation is back with his proper name instead of that stupid 343, 353, whatever it was. Welcome back, Street Nation. If you're going to see some of the new parts of the map tonight, Bengan, where were you? This is the first haul. Basically, 90% at least, new map. Let's have a look, while we're still back here, at some other news. As you can see, this is now one complete road. He have removed the hidden roads he used to have here and replaced that with warning signs, similar to what you see on Pro Mods Iceland instead, which I think is a better way of dealing with these horrible roads that, in my opinion, isn't that horrible. What? What do you mean Christmas dinner? This is dinner. You're going to do the Thanos. Merry Christmas. I didn't expect anyone to show up tonight, to be honest. But I'm glad some of you actually did. What are we naming her? Oh, you mean the truck? Well, I don't have that many female viewers, do I? For some reason. Can't imagine why girls don't want to look at an old fart like me streaming on YouTube. But I guess that's how it is. No, we already have one truck named Kalia. So we gotta figure out something else. We have 807 kilometers to figure out another name. My Mars, by the way, has 420 horses. This leopard, I know we should have brought something else than a leopard, of course, but yeah, it is what it is. Weighs in at 55 tons. So it's going to be pretty interesting, I think, getting this to its destination. Parking brakes on. Let's get moving while we still have daylight. No in-game audio. Hang on. You're absolutely right. There isn't any. There is now. Sorry about that. We have in-game audio now. Everyone agrees on that. I did not have time to test the fixed delete Europe 136 mod, but I'm trusting you. Bengan. I already updated the links. I did that earlier today when I saw your email. I had forgot to respond to it. So sorry, man. But I should be able to take a look at it after today's stream, and I'll let you know if I find anything problematic with it. Still waiting for confirmation that you do have sound now. Do you have game sound now? I'm sorry, Bengan. It's Christmas, for God's sake. I have things to do. No sound. Hang on. I'll fix that. Monitor and outputs. You should have sound now. Seriously? You have no sound? How is that even possible? Very silent, but some. Okay. I'm bringing it all the way up there. How about now? You hear me fine. Thank you, Norman. That's great. How about the trucks? You could hear my engine. Oh, it's better. But you're not happy with it, I imagine. Let's boost it up even further then. No, actually, let's not. Well, that's but not there. Good, better, okay, good sound. Yeah, I'm gonna do the. We're gonna go with this sound then. Let me know if you want me to turn it up, because I can always. We could turn it up a little bit because it's maxed out on my OBS now. So I'm gonna. What am I doing in graphics? I'm gonna bring it up a little bit here, like that, and then bring it down a little bit in OBS instead. Or maybe not. Yeah, let me know if the sound isn't okay, and I'll tweak it. Again, now okay. Perfect. So I moved away from using OBS on my gaming PC and switched over to a streaming PC for that instead. Hopefully that means we won't have any more crashes, because I'm sick and tired of OBS crashes. And the good news so far is that we didn't have any crashes earlier today when we streamed for almost 3 hours. So hopefully things... For crying out, Cyberman, you're this close to being banned forever for that. I'm already stressed out as it is. I don't need more. Yes, Yoko, welcome. Christ. Whoa. See what you did there, Yoko? Well, it wasn't Bengan this time, it was Yoko this time. The lag is on your side, Rovers for life. I'm betting... I'm actually gonna bet money on that. Yeah, I hit the bus because of you. It's your fault. PK, this first haul at least is only 800 kilometers. So it's a relatively tiny haul, this one. Well, yeah, I'm gonna need a ton of beer because I don't drink beer at all. Thank you, Franz. Oh, huh? What are you saying? My cam is not off. Jesus Christ. PK, good for you. You know, sometimes I do wish I drank. Any plans for TSM map streaming? Unless I've been living under a rock for the last few days, there is no version of TSM we can use. Well, I'm gonna drink and drive. Cheers, guys. Philou 1973, thank you very, very much for becoming a member. And welcome. Merry Christmas. Any inside information on when it's coming out? Next year is all I have. Okay, those 400 horses are very, very tiny. This truck sounds a lot like the ZIL 133, doesn't it? Rovers, it's only water. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna kill any of the AI. What do you mean by South Asian map mods, PK? We have a couple of Japanese maps. We have the Vietnam map. Any more specifics than that? Yeah, I did crash into the AI, but I didn't harm anyone, and even more important, it wasn't my fault. Bangladesh, you do have the BD map. That's pretty big. Needs some cleaning up too, but it's there. I could download a drunk mod for the arena experience. Actually, I did that. I played my summer car for like 10 minutes. I had to stop because the first thing I did in game was getting drunk, and I got so dizzy IRL that I had to stop playing. Is that Southeast Asia map a creative zone map? Piotr GT, welcome and Merry Christmas. We have some proper highways on the Great Steppe this time. Oh, seriously, come on. Right, 420 tiny horses in this truck. It's gonna take a while. What do you mean bad truck? It's not. Wow, we're doing 10 kilometers an hour. Yeah, Ducky is here, of course. Thank you, Chris Dingsdale. There is a link to this 6244 in the video description. Christ, this is gonna take forever. Did I say the first hole of the night? The only hole of the night is this one. We have 800 kilometers to cover, doing 10 kilometers an hour. Am I sitting a little bit? Maybe I should move forward a little bit. Well, they can go around me. Come on, guys, go around, go around. What did I buy for my kids? I only bought one present for my oldest. She got an Apple Watch. She can't complain about that. It's easier when they are younger. My 9-year-old, she's got something around the same price tag, but that turned out to be 18 different presents, which she's going to be very happy with. I know that already. You know, 9-year-olds, they like a lot of presents. They don't really care that much about what it is, as long as it is a lot of different things. So, but my youngest hasn't seen her presents yet, or her gifts yet. Because she's with her mother tonight and this week. So we are going to celebrate Christmas on the 30th of December instead. And I really look forward to that. Bengan, I wondered the same thing. I really expected Project Japan to be released as a add-on map way before Christmas. Speed! Speed! We're doing 50! Bang on, I could take a look. I might have something. I'll have a look tonight after this stream on that as well. And I'll get back to you with info if I have anything. Black Sea shouldn't be a problem for Project Japan, really. Whoa, look at that. Huh. How the hell was he able to flip the car there? Yeah, Niv. I see the resemblance. I know what you mean. But nah, not really. Project North for ATS. Yes, I have Cyberman. And it's nice, but you know, making map combos for ATS, it's pretty difficult if you want to have more than just the larger map mods. I was convinced to bring in urban overhaul, minor urban overhaul. That was a terrible idea. It turned out I was right. It creates huge holes in the road around Sacramento. Just in Sacramento, nowhere else. That's the thing with these minor mods. They add some decent stuff all over the base map and some of the DLCs, but it's not really worth it on map combos. Which is one of the reasons I'm not using Project North either. Merry Christmas, Kaspersky, and welcome. Here we go again. Mountains! C2C is getting better, Markle. And then, of course, you have the Mexican maps, which are absolutely beautiful. Lots of details there. And the upcoming and I lost it. The upcoming Sierra Nevada mod is great as well. Brings a lot of details. But I agree, Canada Dream. I'm really looking forward to Pro Mods Canada. Games Channel, welcome. Merry Christmas. Project Japan has problems with shifting the map and yellow road lines in you. Okay. How difficult could that be to fix, Spirit? I'm not, unlike you and Bengan, I'm not an expert at all, but it doesn't sound like a huge problem to fix. Is it? I guess it is, but... PK, the Great Steppe is the Great Steppe. I'm not an expert on the Great Steppe, but I'm gonna say this is based on reality, at least. I should have put on Frosty, yeah, maybe I should. But I think I prefer to show you the new parts of the Great Steppe as they are. The bumper has some similarities to the 141. But I wouldn't mistake that for a Scania bumper. I think. So hype! Merry Christmas! Steppe. We're in Steppe. Well, as a trucker, that's one of the risks you have to take, Thanos. The good thing about having a tank behind you like that is that no one messes with you. The trucks behind me, none of them honked at me, none of them pressed their horns or did anything like that, because that would be a stupid idea when the guy you're honking at has a tank. Are you translating this game for for blind people? Mountains, petrol station. Ducky is a very good friend of mine, but I'm not trusting him with a tank. No, I'm not gonna say you're dumb, Thanos. In case you are, everyone is. Peja spelar, welcome Peja, and Merry Christmas. Är Kalle Anka slut nu? Louis Marquez, welcome, Merry Christmas. They don't have to see the text, they can have Siri translate the text, I think. I was thinking about the stream we did earlier today. Other than the obvious, it was a disaster. I think I wanna continue playing that game offline, to be honest. So I was thinking maybe we should do some of the Christmas events instead, both tomorrow. Tomorrow, instead of doing more Transport Fever 2. Okay, so here in Sweden we have a couple of things on TV that are really holy to us. Donald Duck and his friends, or is it Mickey Mouse and his friends, on TV, that is holy. Everyone sees it every year, and I apparently ruined that for some very adult people on this stream. I do apologize for that. And then we have another program called Karl Bertil's Jul, which I also ruined because that is ongoing right now. SCGT Pana, welcome and Merry Christmas. Train Sim is scheduled for one of the TBA dates. No, I didn't get Train Sim World, but I did get some very, very nice accessories for Christmas from Stevio. So he's not here. If he was, I would say thank you very, very much, Stevio. I really appreciate it. Look at that, we're finally doing. Maybe going a little bit too fast for this truck. Arne Weisse, yeah. For everyone else who's not Swedish, Arne Weisse was the Christmas host on national TV here in Sweden for many, many years. I think it was 20 years or something. He was Mr. Christmas, and now he is not anymore. Instead, we have new hosts every year, and they get worse and worse. I read the other day that one of them even got death threats because some people thought she sucked. AR, welcome back. Play Uno. Yes, I do have VSync on. Is there any other way to play this game than with VSync? These mountains kind of reminds me of ATS. Oh, Thanos, you don't have to worry about that. I'll never, ever, ever play Fortnite. There is zero risks for that ever happening. Yeah, I was afraid you were going to do that, Perid. Okay, so you guys ready for a very slow hill? Because, yeah. Fifth gear. down to 4th gear. Fourth gear, which seems to work. Cake, am I the only one responsible for naming this truck? It's a group effort. We need to name this truck. There is only one rule: we can't name it Kalia because we have an international 9800. And that one is named Kalia, so we're gonna name this one something else. Ludmilla. Because why? Oh, that's right. Because Ludmilla, of course. I forgot about her. How about just calling her Vlad? Sounds okay. And speaking of Kalia, there she is. Hi, Merry Christmas. Pana, let's talk after the stream, shall we? I'm definitely not gonna call her Lena. That's the name of my ex. One of them. Welcome back, Alex. I'm doing fine, thank you very much. I hope you are too. Yeah, my summer car, I really didn't like that game. I actually tried to get a refund after 2 months. I spent 5 hours in game and gave up. Not because it was hard, but because I got dizzy by it. Like really, really dizzy. Like I almost felt like I was gonna throw up from it. You used to be called something else, didn't you, Pana? Christ. I've never been good with names, by the way. Snapper, Merry Christmas, and thank you. Happy driving to you as well. Unless you have to spend time with your family instead of playing this game. Costi? Costi? Costi, no bells are ringing. You gotta give me something else. You gotta give me more. Costi. No. You gotta give me something. Oh, Christ. Oh, fuck. He's back. I like you much more now, Panna. Alex, I haven't had time to look it up. No, sorry. Pudding. Pudding is a good name for a truck. I think we're gonna save that name for my ZIL 131. The black thing on my head is my Jazzycat clip. That thing there, that's my Jazzycat clip, which allows me to move around like this in the truck when I move my head. Highly recommended. I've had it for a year or so now, and I have no idea how I managed without it earlier. It took a while to set it up, to tweak it, fine-tune it, But once you've done that, can't live without it. It could barely pull the skin of a rice pudding. Oh. Does it look like... That's true. There you have another bumper, a Merc. Someone said Scania earlier because of the bumper. Mercs had something similar. I've had a webcam for, I don't know, 6 months. Where have you been? Malte Kirchberg, welcome. Merry Christmas. Have more garages than you have trucks. Yeah, I don't have a lot of truck drivers either, or truck for that matter. Oh, that's right. Well, I've had the camera for a while, and I didn't get another 100,000 or 10 million subscribers. In fact, as soon as I added the camera, I lost most of my subscribers. This looks like Spain. Well, I haven't been to central Spain. Just been different cities around the coast. I love you too, Gerardo. Merry Christmas. This is truly the Great Steppe. We're gonna blow something up. That's why I call you. And it's a it's not a Merkava, by the way. It is a leopard. Malte Kirchberg, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir, and Merry Christmas. It's a leopard, Carlia. Yeah. It does. People need to accommodate my sexy looks. Don't you have some work you need to leave for another 6 months or something? Well, I've never been to the Great Steppe. I'm gonna call it legit. It looks like what it's named after. So one of the old roads of TSM. Yeah, it is in Kazakhstan. Use a Renault in Kazakhstan? No. Has to be something from the Soviet Union. A trucker, imagine Antarctica in ETS2. Are you kidding me? You do know that there is an Antarctica for ETS2, right? Oh, you don't have to imagine it. It exists. What? You didn't like the chauffeur Scania truck? Huh. The shittiest truck. Oh, there's a lot of them. There's like a ton of them. Currently, most truck mods, to be honest, at least most of the truck mods that are being updated, I haven't seen anything new and interesting in, like, I don't know. XPS came out with a one for ATS not that long ago, but other than that, to be honest, second half of 2019, I didn't think I saw anything new really that looks good. I'm gonna go there straight away, Thanos. Have a look at the endless numbers of 143s. I saw it, Alex, and I did respond to it. That's true, the F-Max was good, but I mean XPS Auto Car, I think that, to be honest, was even better. The Max 62, is that new? Maybe it is. Okay, so we have the Max 62 as well then. Okay, so there a few more nice trucks came out this year. No, please don't do Pana. Please don't tell me how much you missed me. Anyway, I think it is like a handful of nice trucks that has come out in 2019, and I'm not going to include any of the SCS trucks. I did do a stream with the F-Max truck. I even used a skin that Alex 1973 created for me. Bene. Well, probably didn't pronounce that correctly. Bone. Bone? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Iberia. That has to be the #1 DLC people have been asking for. I don't think we'll see the PG and L anytime soon, to be honest. Looks like SCS is at best adding 2 truck models from each manufacturer, and that's it. Are we talking about Smelly's Antarctica? Yeah, he spent a lot of time creating that map, and yes, the roads in there aren't real, but the locations and the different science stations or whatever they're called, there they exist. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Iberia coming out, and maybe I'll get some more likes on my map combos, because it is a question I frequently see on my map combo videos. Why didn't you add Spain or Portugal, you moron? And or even, why didn't you create Spain or Portugal as well? So I'm looking forward to not having those questions on my combo videos anymore. There are no Iberia mods for 136. There was one, the last one came out for 134, I think it was. For a brief moment there was one, I think it was a stolen private mod. MHA map for ATS, making a map combo on that. No, as I said yesterday, I've more or less given up on doing map combos for MHA Pro. It's notoriously difficult making map combos for MHA Pro. I mean, you can't add Coast to Coast, you can't add Canada Dream, you can't add Viva Mexico, so what's the point? If I could do a stream on Truckers MP, I've done that, I can do that again. And maybe we all could do some of that together. Because tomorrow, as I said earlier, if I'm gonna skip the Transport Fever stream for tomorrow, because this one was just horrible, and do some of the Christmas events instead. We could do them on Truckers MP perhaps, and then we can do them together, if you guys want to do that. I do have videos with MHA Pro, yes, but I haven't done any in a while, and I think Alice is fed up with me not doing new videos on MHA Pro, because he stopped sending me the latest versions of the maps. I'm not gonna drive with a keyboard. I want to enjoy my driving. So what do you guys say? You want to do TMP tomorrow? Together, do some of the Christmas events? The truck I'm using is a Mars 6422. There's a link to it in the video description. Well, I drive with a duck. I've seen stranger things. Do I hate people who put ketchup on pizza? No, you know what? These, do you hate people who blah blah blah? In general, I do not hate. It's a very strong word. I prefer tomato sauce to ketchup, but I do know people who want to add some extra tomato sauce and they don't have any, so they add ketchup instead. Stockholm to Oslo in reverse. That sounds like a pre-recorded video I could make. See how fast you can go from Stockholm to Oslo in reverse. That's not gonna happen live. Yeah, so it's I have nothing to add to that, Alex. Sorry to hear you can't play TMP, but cats are... I don't like cats. They are hairy. And they eat birds, which isn't natural. And it's not something ducky likes either. There he is, John Age himself. Welcome, John. Merry Christmas to you. Let's have a look at the map, because we have been doing this for almost an hour now. Wow! Wow, that's some progress. We've done almost 600 kilometers, at least 550. So we started in Mangistau. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but... and made it all the way almost in Kulsari, and once we reach Kulsari we're back on the old version of the Great Steppe. However, I want to do a haul up here as well, because the map looks different, and I suspect that the roads will be different as well. Maybe all the way up to Aktobi. I don't, Kalia. I don't need duck. Unless I'm in Beijing. But I would never bring Ducky to Beijing. I don't want him to experience that. Driving a keyboard from Longyearbyen to Catania backwards. Redo the Rock to Ross Hall with the bridge in reverse. You're seriously gonna stop there and wait for me? That's very, very generous. Wow, thank you. Yes, AR, the road to Aral mod doesn't work currently, but there will be an update to it from what I've heard. Okay, the truck is a Mars 6422. Project Balkan's map combo will happen in 2 or 3 months. At least I'll try then in 2 or 3 months to add Project Balkans. And the reason I can't do it sooner is because first ProMods needs to be updated for, or at least I want ProMods to be updated for the Road to the Black Sea, and also then Romania Extended has to be adapted for Road to the Black Sea. And then I'm gonna add it. Thailand, you're eating spaghetti on the 24th of December. That's awesome. And Bogdak is here. Merry Christmas, Bogdak. Sierra Nevada is a map mod for ATS. By the same guys who also gave us Viva Mexico. So it's currently a paid mod. It's gonna cost you $8 US, but according to the rumors, it is going to be free of charge sometime late January, possibly early February. And the rumor isn't whether it's going to be free of charge or not, it's when it's going to be free of charge. It was the same thing with the last big update to Viva Mexico. That was paid for a while as well. while it was under development. If I like stroopwafels, it's something I have eaten at a couple of occasions in Germany, but I think it wasn't Germany, it wasn't in Belgium. In any case, do I like it? Yeah, but it's not like I'm gonna go places just because I need something like that. Yes, partner. If we could do a stream from Aarhus to Spain, I guess we could drive our way down from Aarhus to Spain during tomorrow's live stream while we do the Christmas events. That could happen, but I'm not going to make any promises. It was in the Netherlands. It could have been. Beautiful sunsets in Kazakhstan. Thanos, I honestly have no idea. Because I'm not using any graphics mods at all. Yeah, I'm still having problems with TGS loading for like 10 minutes. Do a crazy long haul. Dude, I made a 30,000 kilometer haul. Is that long enough for you? I hear you, Pana. No tunnels, so unsub. Hang on! What the hell was that? Hang on. Did you see that? Oh God! Poor cow. Celio, thank you very, very much. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas. Hang on. I just have to. Okay, poor cow. Bengan, could you tell 09KZ to fix that as well? I feel sorry for that cow. Anyway. Oops. Holy cow. I've done north to south as well, Cyberman. Merry Christmas, Martin. My north to south would be my Bandar Express haul. Yeah, I really want to do something longer than Rust Rock. Someone claimed to have done an even longer haul than the one I did from Rust Rock. using EAA, and I have a really hard time understanding how someone has been able to make a longer haul than I did on Ross to Rock, using Ross to EAA instead. But someone claimed to have done it. You don't want to see me do map mods. It's going to take me 10 years to make something that is at least decent to haul on. Probably more. Put a couple of curves in to make it interesting. SCS Nevada or Sierra Nevada. It's not the same thing, but fair enough. I really like the Sierra Nevada map. It's really, really nice. And we're gonna do some hauling on that tomorrow night. No, we're not. On Thursday night. We're gonna do FSG tomorrow. But it's really nice. There's a lot of interesting elements to it. I'm not gonna say I like it more than I like SCS DLCs, but it is a very nice mod. Hang on. No, I don't. Same connection as before, it's through Ross Map. But you have to remove Volga Map if you're using that. You have to remove Ross if you use that. You can't use the Road to Aral, and you can't use the Great Steppe to YKS RSK map mod either. Yet, that is. Alex, have a great Christmas Eve. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas, buddy. Hope to see you again tomorrow. I could do that, Markel, except it took me like 10 hours just to make 100 meters of road. So have someone tell me to do 1,000 kilometers, it would take me weeks. It would be the world's longest stream. Absolutely, Quentin. Fact is, you need all the map DLCs for ATS to run my map combo. Ross Map do have a connection to RowX, yes. You loathe promos, Kalia? Take the road between TGS and YKS RSK, make it a standalone and stream it. I did a video on that that map. It took about, what was it, 2 hours to complete the haul. But I didn't stream it. I just made a video of it. Thanos, how long will this stream be? At least another hour. But we're not going to continue till midnight. It's 8 o'clock here. We're not going to continue to midnight. And it's definitely not going to be a 24-hour stream. I do hope that Fun Trucker, when he does that, goes around the Black Sea instead of across it. Yeah, there are still no map mods that requires the Black Sea, but that is just a matter of time before that happens. It's gonna happen in January or February at least. Good for you, Alex. Oh! There's my exits. That is true, Perrids. We already have the first one. I forgot about that. 2.4 DLC. Perfect, perfect bang on. Because I've had quite a lot of complaints about that on my Europe edition. Brexit DLC, so you want a delete UK mod? 2.2 won't be adapted for the DLC, but 2.4 will be free. Probably in 2 months. Because 2.3 is the latest version for 135, whereas 2.4 is the latest version for 136. I think it is nice, actually, Bengan. It's an awesome truck if you're able to cross the Black Sea with it. Well, come on then. Go past me or not. How dare you call this a shitty truck, Alex? It has 420 horses. It's a great truck, this one. If I was going to change ETS significantly in one way, what would it be? It would probably be just one way. And just ETS2, because my number one wish is that SES will combine ETS and ATS into just TS. Or WTS, World Truck Simulator. It's a little bit similar to the MAN F2000, but it's not that much. Some of the instruments, they'll look similar, but nah, I disagree. Yeah, I do hope that we will have... my wish list for 2020 would be Ross rescaled, Southern Region rescaled. Oh, I would just love having EAA in its correct location. Project Japan as an add-on map. What else? China. Republic of China in its correct place. Merry Christmas, Alex. Take care, buddy. Have a nice Christmas Eve. Feliz Navidad, Ivan. Road to Asia. Yeah, but when are you guys gonna release, or at least give me something to show people? It's taking forever, dude. Special transport when I deliver a big duck. I don't know, man. I saw someone. I'm not gonna name any names here, but I saw someone saying that we can't do a rescale, effectively take over southern region and rescale it because it's still actively worked on. So what about Ross then? Because that's not actively worked on. It's just made compatible for the latest version every now and then. Isn't it easier to just rescale the UK instead of the entire Europe to 115? Olaf Jonkman, good evening and Merry Christmas. Someone tried to make a UK 1-to-1 scale map. He stopped trying to do that. Arias is here. Hang on. Stop. Everyone look up at Arias' comment there. He says, yes, I will do Ross rescale. Is that for real, Arias? Is that for real? Are you actually gonna do that? Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it! But it was nice. I felt happy there for like 10 seconds. Merry Christmas, by the way. You hate Ross? Well, that's another cake. Thanos. That's a great reason why you should do the rescale, Arias. That's a perfect reason to do the rescale. Well, thank you for making me feel happy for at least 5 seconds this year. Oops, sorry. It's been a while, hasn't it, Olaf? Oh, Christ. I actually had my hopes up there for literally 10 seconds. My tiny little brain started making map combos and trying to figure out how the rescale would look. Someone else need to learn how to make map mods in 2020 and then start rescaling Ross. I don't think Wombat Island exists, Cake. Thanos, what do you mean Renault? Ooh. The Range T is a great truck. Lordy Jeffy, welcome. I'm sorry to disappoint, but you won't see any flips today. I think. And then he flips. No, I didn't. Oh, that's a beautiful truck as well. Just happened to be a Mars 6422. That we can agree on, Thanos. The only good truck, in game at least, is the T. Interesting positioning of the barriers there. And I do know that I have to go back. I missed my exits. Hi, the person whose name I can't remember. You told me it was Eve? Maybe? Ari's gonna start doing rescale. Wait, rescale the pipe map? That is a 1-to-1 scale map. That would be horrible, rescaling the Dalton Highway to 1-to-19. Let's see, there it is. Oh Christ, I hate these. Bring it. Of course, it's always that one in the middle. But I'm gonna cheat my way around it. Cake, do your best. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Oops, stop. There we go. So that's the first haul of nights. The current scale of Ross is, I don't know, 1-to-15, is it? 1-to-10 perhaps? Why do a gas company need a tank? They ordered a different kind of tank perhaps, a gas tank, and got this instead. If I'll do a stream on Portugal 1-to-8 scale, yes, of course. Absolutely. I'll be more than happy to do one of those. Let's see. Time 6 a.m. There we go. Now let's find something to haul, because we are going to go from Aturao, where we are now. And I want to do this road. Because I think there has been made some changes to it. It's from the old 1.2 version. But it used to be hidden roads here. It's not anymore. So hopefully there's something new here other than just the map itself. So we're going to find something up to Shubakuduk or Temir or Alga, Aktobi. Probably a new tank. That's wrong. Aktobi. Perfect. Yeah, I want something heavy. Let's do the gauntlet. Which truck is Amy? It's Amy. It was, well, sorry Amy, it's Amy. The best truck for multiplayer, definitely one of the Scanias. Doesn't matter if you use the S or the R, but the Scanias, obviously. Of course it's another tank. We're in Russia. That's the #1 thing they haul around in this country. Ooh. Merry Christmas to you too. Guy with Russian name which I can't remember or can't pronounce. Who you're calling racist, Arias? Me? I think it's a fact. well, it's not true that we haul IKEA furniture all day, but it is a fact that I made up that Russians hauls tanks all days. Vadim, welcome Vadim, and Merry Christmas. Right, now I've been called a racist as well. Cake, I wish you the best of luck, but to be honest, it's gonna take you 10 years at least to complete Ross 1-to-1 scale. But if you want to make it 1-to-19 instead, I'll be more than happy with that. And once you're or if you are ever as fast and thorough as Arias is, you should be able to do that in 2 months. The only letter I know for sure in Russian is the letter Z, which is a flipped 3, number 3. That's the only one I can see the difference. That's the only one I know. 14-to-5. I have no idea what that would be even. A 1-to-3 scale? Is that what it would be? You've made a scenario. Something tells me I'm gonna hate it. Oh, where is the truck? Where's the trailer? Where's the cargo? Is the question. Somewhere in here. Probably in here. Or not. Because I don't think it's here. Let's go back and see if we can find it. It's probably... Where is it? Okay, it is. It is here anyway. Okay. Let's see. Right, there it is. I hear a lot of talk about odd setups. When are we going to see something actually happening there? When are we going to see one of these 5-to-3? Whoa, 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 whoa! What am I doing? I'm forgetting that this one has steering wheels. Oh Christ! That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Completely missed it. You know, screw it. There we go. Hang on, I need some more water before we start. Mercedes is just jealous, and they have more money than Scania have. They know they can't compete with Scania on the road, so they compete in court instead. Perry, no, I haven't done that yet. I have to reinstall Train Sim first. I mean, I could download them, but then I'll have even more mods in my download folder for different games than I already have, and I will lose them. I wonder how SCS is gonna top RTTBS with the upcoming Iberia. I'm pretty sure they will be able to do that, but $1632 is a nice truck. Indeed. There's actually quite a few older Mercedes trucks that I really like. Not that I can think of any right now, because all the ones that I can think of needs to be updated. Whoa. Looked worse than it was. Yeah, I can't believe that Kirschbaum actually made this sound mod for this truck. It is a little bit over the top, isn't it? And Kirschbaum, by the way, didn't make it for this truck specifically. I've heard this sound mod in a ton of different trucks. It's not Scania bicycles, it's Vabis. And it's a true story. The Tesla semi-truck, the real deal or the mod was absolutely horrible. The real deal, I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I wish SCS would make the Tesla truck for the game, even though 75% of all truckers in ATS would absolutely hate it. Still think it's a good idea. What horn? The FMX doesn't have a horn. It sounds pathetic. I love the scenario. Well, I know you, Parrot, so I probably won't. Well, the licensing agreement, I can't think that Tesla is gonna say no. I'm pretty sure they're gonna say yes. Just one small troll. It's probably gonna be an obstacle so massive that it's impossible to complete the mission. And and he didn't get rid of the engine sound either. You could hear the engine when you were idling. I don't think the trucking companies are used to licensing their trucks to anyone. Other than SCS, of course. So I think they think that they could make money from it. They don't see it as advertising, they see it as a financial business opportunity, which will never work. Because it's not like, even though SCS is successful, it's not like they're making a ton of money on truck mods or truck DLCs. Or any money, to be honest. It is possible to complete if you're very, very experienced, I think that means, Parrot. So let's see, how far are we from the former hidden roads? There they are. We're gonna put a marker there so that we know when we reach them. Thanos, thank you for being here. I hope to see you again tomorrow. If I don't, I expect you to be there on the 26th. In any case, have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. And see you next time, buddy. Well, you should know me by now, Parrot. Is it possible for me to do it? It's not a question of if it's possible for everyone else. Is it also possible for me to complete it? Yeah, so I'm not ever gonna do a map combo without using coast to coast. People want that as well. Quantity wins for some reason. MG Mike is here. Welcome, Mike, and Merry Christmas. I still don't trust you, Parrot, but if you say so. Ismail, I don't think the problem is that you add traffic mods per se. It's probably either where you add them or the versions you are adding. So it's probably you're adding them in the wrong order or in the wrong place, or you're using older versions, probably. I mean, I've used a ton of different traffic mods, didn't have any crashes. But Olaf, yeah, I would probably get more dislikes than likes if I made a map combo for ATS without coast to coast, oddly enough. And in defense of coast to coast, it is getting a lot better. Every time there's a new version of it, it's a little bit better. People are adding more details to it every time there's a new version out, so it's getting there. Very slowly, but still. The destination mic. We have done the new, well, the major part of the new roads, but now we're gonna go through these roads here, which were the, or are, the horrible roads. They were partially hidden on the previous version of the game, just to see what they look like today, because nowadays they are not hidden anymore. So it might be just the map itself, but hopefully there are some changes to the roads as well. Merry Christmas, Ismail. Hopefully the roads are now much more difficult to haul on than they used to be, because I didn't find them particularly difficult to haul on 1.2. Please put my beard on. I have my beard. I have no idea what other beard you're referring to. This is the only beard I have. I might end this stream using the beard. Let's see. It looks like we have one difficult road coming up here already. Maybe that is how it used to be as well. Ah, it's looks like it's the same. We should probably use this road here instead. Lower than this? Probably lower than this then. He's just saying that because he's holding his screen upside down, his iPad upside down. So when he says thumbs up, he actually means thumbs... no, when he says thumbs down, he actually means thumbs up. That sounds like a really nice thing there, Tyler, that you're doing for people. Is this something you do every year, or is it just this year? Change the links to Canada. It's been updated, hasn't it? I'll try to remember that till after this stream. Very well. It probably has been updated then. I relink it after this stream. Mike, the truck is the Mars 6422. 422 horses. Very tiny horses. very badass Russian truck. Or if, yes it is. The road to Asia is still in the works. Lordy, the AI traffic is affected by 4 roads if it is implemented by the map creator. I've even seen maps where the AI traffic stops for people that are crossing the road. This is not a bad truck, Cake. This is a great truck. Mainly because it's Russian and it's old. Thank you, Quentin. You know, if you make a comment on my videos and I answer that comment, if you then answer me back again, I can't see that. Or at least I don't get a notification about it. It doesn't show up as new comments. So it's basically impossible to keep a dialogue in the comments. That's really, really honorable, Thailand. Wow, that's fantastic. If I had a hat, I would take it off for you. So I'm gonna take off my imaginary hats. Brilliant, really. Let's see if we can get back on the road. There we go. Merry Christmas, Octavian. I might use the beard in the end of today's stream. But I can't drink my water if I have that beard on. Did they just give up making the road now? I'm gonna be even worse of a racist. Belarus and Russia, it's the same thing. Trucks from the former Soviet Union. Arsten, Merry Christmas to all of you. This is my way of celebrating Christmas, by the way. Holding in Kazakhstan. I think this is remade. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think this part here is remade. Can't remember the road looking like copper. It's probably not copper, but it looks like copper. Is that an oil field? Yes, it is. Well spotted. Now, I said it isn't copper, but it looks like copper. Where? Where do you live, Thailand? What country are you in? Yes, Cake, please send it to me. Was this the Super? Is that the Founders Edition? Oh! Oh, this is definitely remade. Should we... Nah, let's stay on this road. Slovenia, okay. Yes, of course, Mr. Volvo Trucker Chicken. No, the Volvo lost. The great thing about old Soviet Union era trucks is that they were made for roads like this. So they are much better equipped to take beatings from roads like this than that pretty Volvo behind me. So on a road like this, the Volvo would in real life never win. Sniper Agent 34, welcome and Merry Christmas. Yeah, the Volvo is trying, but he's... Oh, here he comes. No, he doesn't. It's the Founding Fathers edition. It's very old. Sniper, this is the new version of the Great Steppe. So it's the Great Steppe 4136. There's a link to it in the video description. Double DZ. Yes, Merry Christmas by the way. Yes, this is the new version of the Great Steppe. See, my truck can take the beating. That poor Volvo truck there. He just can't make it past me. No, this map do not need pro mods, but I highly recommend that you use Rust map together with this map. If I think Fernbus is gonna crash, as in if I'm gonna crash on Fernbus, absolutely. Who's a racist now, Orion? Everyone's a racist today. I have no idea why I'm a racist this time. I'm just stating facts. Oh yes, Konstantin, it's absolutely available for 136. It's still the old, or relatively new version for 135, but it works perfectly on 136, more or less. Oh, coming in too hot. Express 82, welcome and Merry Christmas. That's not Shinkansen. I'm betting Perry knows exactly what train that is. No, Rust map for 135, Konstantin. And I think the Volvo truck broke down. No, it's still behind us. Double DC, I'm pretty sure it will work with the Great Steppe, yeah. Okay, Kiran. That's not funny, but Merry Christmas. The gadget that makes my head move in game is called neck. It's this part of my body. The part that makes my head move in game is this thing, and that is called a Jazzycat clip. Now he's winning because I'm talking too much, and I lost out on a couple of gears there. It's double D's. Oh. Seriously, come on, truck. Not a truck head clip, it's a track hat clip. MRT is here. Welcome, MRT, and Merry Christmas to you too. Is that a fire over there? Looks like a fire. Or is it just clouds? Yes, there are long loading times with this. What is going on here? Is that fires? Well, Jenkins, it's Christmas here as well. Merry Christmas. The road to Aral Arif is not compatible with the new version yet. But it will be updated for the new version, so hang in there and we will have a new version working with this version of the Great Steppe soon, I hope. Okay, so congratulations to Volvo for making a truck in 2013, was it? That is better than a 45-year-old truck. Thailand, Merry Christmas to you, and thank you so much for everything you're doing for these kids tonight with your friends. I have the highest respect for you, buddy. That's brilliant. So Merry Christmas to you. Stefan Bogie, welcome. What's up? Moss 5422 holding 50 tons of tanks on horrible roads on the Great Steppe. That's what's up. No, it's not a bad truck. Jesus. going to be overtaken by a Scania as well, but I'm not going to try to compete with a Scania. They are superior to everything. So he's going to win. Yeah, I stand no chance against him. He's going to overtake me any second now. Or not. Well, it's not powerful, but it's, I mean, 422 horses and 32 tons. Brilliant choice there, Octavian. You're gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna wonder how the hell you made it without it. I'll never go back to not having a track cat clip. Thanks, Perry. I'll have a look at that later, after I've updated one ATS map combo and had a look at EAA with the new Delete Europe mod. And there's one more thing I was supposed to do, but I've forgotten about it. That's alright. Looking at Alex links from earlier. Yeah, it is definitely cheaper, half the price, and of course I can't compare it with the Track IR, but there's not really anything I'm missing using this one, except perhaps a little bit better battery life. I think we're all thinking the same thing about that, Thailand. What I do respect with you is that you actually do it. Most of us, me at least, have thought about it. It never happens, and to be completely honest, it probably won't happen, me actually doing something. But you do, so kudos. Let's have a look at the map. I don't think we have much further to go, and we are now beyond the difficult road. It's not any more difficult than it used to be, but it's still nice. I hope you and your girl are gonna have fun, John. Merry Christmas to you. And say hello to Miss Wifey from us. What's the best candy? Probably the my International 9800. So using the Aruku pattern instead, yeah. Except I would never be able to make that work. I don't have any skills, dude. Sure it is, Cake. Well, that truck happens to be... never mind. Nice. Caplink is here. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Aren't aren't we all celebrating Christmas by being here? Well, I sure like the new version of the Great Steppe. But I'm kind of wondering when 09KZ is going to combine this one with his other map, the map of Kazakhstan. I really don't understand why he hasn't already done it. Both of them are on the 1 to 9 version, 1 to 15, sorry, 1 to 19 scale. And it would be a bonkers big map if he combined them. Yeah, EAA is a great map, and don't let, if you see any ugly roads, don't let that scare you away from EAA. There are a ton of other roads there, and some of them are really, really beautiful. And if you want to challenge, take the PR230 from the east coast to the west coast. You're gonna love that haul, I can guarantee it. Yeah, that's the thing I like about old trucks, because you don't have options like 700 and 750 horsepower. It's just 3, 4, sometimes even less, 400 horsepower, or sometimes even less than that. And I like that struggle. Ooh. Oh. And I'm getting tired. Starting in Aberdeen to this place, I don't know, 3,000 kilometers? 4,000 perhaps? It's not that long. I'm gonna overtake him. Oh, the Andes, what was it, 46? I think it was. 46 hairpins. There was plenty, more than enough. Yeah, retro trucks, they are great. I wish they could make a vintage DLC for well, for both ETS and ATS. Was that a Scania I overtook? It probably was. Yeah, it was. But it was a Russian Scania, so it was probably completely underpowered anyway. Malte, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. We don't want your family to be angry. Take care. Merry Christmas to you. And if I don't see you before New Year, Happy New Year as well. Hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. And now I expect Arias to say something about that being racist. But it's probably true. No, actually, Olaf, that is the surprising thing. I haven't been able to make one single haul. I've tried to go different distances. I've used my own no ferries mod so that I have to come in to Brazil from the most southern ferry when you come in from Calais. And I haven't been able to make any haul that is longer than max 22,000 kilometers. Nowhere near the distance we did on Ross to Rock. Yes, Quentin, it is included. However, there is also a newer version of it found on the map creators, the Montana expansion map creators Discord server. He has newer versions there, but they are still work in progress, so they may or may not work fully with coast to coast. Drive off the cliff in EAA. Haven't we already done that? I do remember that we totaled a bus on EAA at one point. David, what game or mod wasn't compatible with 136? How many times you need to load big map combos in ATS? I don't understand the question, Quentin. Every time? I don't know. Yes, there is a separate version of Montana. It's found on the Discord server of the map creator. Oh. Well, if it takes longer to load ATS, it's either because you have some mod there that's... Well, you have a mod there probably that forces the game to reset every time you load it up. Just like we have the same problem with this new version of Great Steppe right now on ETS. Could be caused by one mod being placed, being put in the wrong place. It could be you have additional mods that are in conflicts with other mods. Chelsea, how I'm doing this great day? Thank you very much. I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing? And Merry Christmas. well, I'm glad I got it working at least. Yeah, I wish Eastern Express were more available than it is. It takes me about 5-6 minutes to load it. I'm glad to hear that, Chassis, that you're doing great. Merry Christmas. Well, you're not the first one, David. I think most people have done it, myself included. Kalia, thank you so much for being here, despite it being Christmas and everything. Thank you so much for that, and Merry Christmas to you. I hope to see you again tomorrow, or the day after, or the day after that. I'll be streaming twice a day, every day until the 30th. So hopefully I'll see you, and if I don't, Happy New Year as well. This is the 6422, David. Chassis, I'm using a manual, yes, I'm using a Logitech G25. The second best steering wheel for ATS, and ETS. I will call you too. And I'm actually speeding now. Whoa! Holy shit! What was that? That was a close call. Yeah, it's always like that, Olaf. The first time. And it's gonna be like that again if you add a mod that for some reason resets the economy. But if you don't add any mods after the initial loading, it's just gonna take a few seconds to load the game. Okay. Fair enough, David. Mario Map, no, I'm not using stolen mods, so I'm not using Mario Map, and thankfully Mario Map has been discontinued. It was about time. I hated the thing, and so should you. Everyone should hate it. Well, the initial loading time, France, it's you'll have long loading times regardless. It is going to be shorter if you have a fast PC and an SSD, but it's still going to take at least 10 minutes to load my global combo, for instance, the first time. So there we have it. That's our destination in front of us. Yeah, I need a new SSD as well. I have two and still need one more. America map for ETS2. Why don't you just use ATS instead? Close call. What the hell? Seriously? Come on. Where are my gears? There it is. Still haven't tried EAA cake? Well, what are you waiting for? MSG is here! MSG is here! Welcome, MSG! And Merry Christmas! There it is. Yeah, this truck isn't very powerful, so we haven't been moving very fast. Cake, even if you have pro mods, that's not an excuse for not having EAA as well. You should at least add EAA as a standalone map. Right, this thing has steering wheels. Screw it. I can't do it today. I'm too tired. Well, at least we made it on time and I leveled up. Some more long distance. Guys, I think that's it. I think that was the last haul for the day. There's just one more thing I need to do before we end this stream for today. And that is, hang on. I need to complete the poem that I started reading for you before we started the stream. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna call it quits. Let's see. Where was I? So, right. That's right. Saint Nicholas came down the chimney. So let's continue this. He was dressed in all... Sorry, I'm going to restart. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly, that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his fingers aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." So with that said, thank you very much for watching this stream. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe as well, and as always, feel free to share any of my videos on any of your social media. It helps me grow, so in advance, thank you very much for that. We're going to continue hauling tomorrow. I said it was going to be Transport Fever 2 at 2 p.m. It's not going to be Transport Fever 2 at 2 p.m. It's going to be some of the Christmas events on either ETS2 or ATS. I haven't decided yet, and it might very well be on the Truckers MP servers. So I'll hope you join me then at 2 p.m. And regardless whether you do or not, Merry Christmas to you, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Take care everyone, and good night.